I'm Shannon.
I'm Kirsty.
And welcome to Karma is My Sister, where we talk about smutty books, break down our current TV favourites, and dive into intriguing would you rather and what would you do if scenarios.
Yeah, karma is my sister. Karma is my sister. Yeah, karma is my sister. Karma is my sister. Yeah. Oh, sorry, mates.
We're back. We're back.
Season 2.
It
It took us a while, but
we got a bit lazy. Watching a lot of TV when we were together instead of talking on here. But I know you've all missed us, our many listeners. That's it. So we should have a lot to talk about because it's been so long. So,
starting off with today.
Just today alone, a lot took place.
So much drama.
So me and Kirsty driving along on our lunch break. Let's go and get a Buc-ee's, little Starbucks, little treat.
Little coffee.
We deserve it. And there's a junction near where we live on the way to Starbucks that everybody knows you don't
mess around on that junction.
You don't mess around
Too
on
many
that junction.
accidents have happened.
A lot of people have got severely injured on that junction because of idiots pulling out like this fucking guy did to us. Just pulled out last minute. Kirsty had to emergency brake. I wasn't even looking. I was too busy on the phone ordering the Starbucks. And some idiot cut in front, and she does like the most unbothered reaction where it's just like, what the hell? Beep.
I was so excited because I've always wanted to use my horn and I've never had the opportunity because I've only been driving like a year. And it was my first opportunity to use it. So I was really excited that I could finally do it.
You just full on were more panicked about being able to hit your horn than you were.
You got to do it in time. You got to do it in time or it's not effective.
The guy nearly killed us and you're like, beep, we need to beep before we do anything else. Like, that's all I care about is beeping this guy. And I just said to Kirsty, I fucking hope he goes to Starbucks.
Shannon's furious.
I'm ready for an argument. Be at Starbucks and we're driving along nearly at Starbucks and the fucker turns left to Starbucks and I thought fucking brilliant. I hopped out of the car, still driving.
I was driving. She wasn't still driving.
Kirsty was driving. I jumped out and just had a go at him.
Yeah.
We've got it on video. Maybe we'll chuck it at the end of this.
Yeah.
So you can
all experience
what an old lady I am.
It's just the ending of the video. She goes, "You idiot." So sorry.
Just enunciated every part.
And I'm sitting there trying to park. We're moaning at this guy for not being able to drive properly whilst I've parked over 2 spaces because I'm the worst bay parker ever. So I'm sitting there trying to park straight and Shannon's just having a go at this guy.
And the Kirsty was like, I'm going to carry on having a go at him and stuff.
Yeah, I want a piece of this.
Yeah, well, he just stoically stares ahead, not even
acknowledging me.
Yeah.
It was really upsetting, actually. I was like, I'm ready for a little argument as well. I'll have a go.
It just gets me that Kirsty, as you're leaving, is after having a go, going, you nearly killed us, blah, blah, blah. You don't put out a junction. Don't know what you're talking about, you idiot. And
I don't think I said you idiot. I was actually quite a calm arguer.
You were very calm about it. But as we're walking out of Starbucks, you say, you nearly killed 2 young girls.
2 young girls. We're not 2 young girls.
We're not 2 young girls. We're 30-year-olds.
2 young women.
2 old.
2 middle-aged. That's sad.
No, we're only 30.
I'm 29.
Yeah. 29.
Yeah, so that's what happened today on our lunch break, and it was really amusing. But also, we did actually nearly have a serious accident.
We were not serious.
We were going 50 miles an hour, and he pulled right out on me.
Yeah.
Did you not see us when you pulled out of
I did, but I was basically moving
No,
around.
you nearly caused an accident, mate. That's not okay. You did. I'm not going to argue with you about it.
You go back
Mate,
there.
we had
look
to
at
emergency
the- look
brake.
at the road
We have
marking.
right of way. We had to emergency brake. You nearly caused an accident, you idiot.
Anyways, we survived.
We've seen Taylor Swift twice.
We've seen Taylor Swift, guys. Whoa, what a time to be alive.
we went to see her at Murrayfield Stadium in Edinburgh, and then a couple of weeks later we went to see her at Wembley in London. Wembley? I didn't say Wembley, did I? Wembley.
Our dad takes the mick out of us for saying Wembley. So we have to try and say it properly. Wembley.
Yeah, so we saw her at Wembley, we saw her at Edinburgh, and let's just talk about it. Because one, we know we're incredibly lucky to have seen her not only once but twice.
Yeah, don't come for us. We've been through this.
Don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous. We did it. And we want to go a third time. We
want to
can't.
go a third time. I'd do anything to go again.
Yeah, except pay £800 for a ticket that's behind the stage.
Yeah, I guess not anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we know we're incredibly lucky. A beautiful show. She puts on
incredible,
an amazing performance.
Pure art.
Yeah, like everything about it was great.
So theatrical.
But let's just talk about it because we had two different experiences.
We had two very different experiences.
Yeah, Murrayfield, we were on Diamond, front left. Karma's my sister. No.
Karma's my boyfriend.
Package. So, you know, quite a hefty price. Like, you're paying a lot of money to essentially
stand for like 6 hours.
Yeah, you're
maybe
paying,
longer.
Yeah, like I feel like if you're paying £400 for a ticket, you shouldn't just be paying to stand in a queue and just get in a little bit faster than people. And again, I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything else, but it's a rip-off. Like, it is a rip-off. It's a...
Love you so much, Taylor.
Love you so much, Taylor Swift. And again, like, really enjoyed the show, but £400 to have to, like, sit down on the floor when you're in there and hope that if you need to go for a piss or go and get a drink, that someone isn't just going to take the space that you paid £400 for and they paid £50.
I think it was like £197 for the one that was just, they enter 2 hours later.
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
No, I didn't love it. And maybe it's because I'm old now. But I mean, we went to Harry Styles and it was fine.
Yeah, we went to Harry Styles. But guess what? When we went to Reputation, we didn't have to queue and we got to the barrier because no one cared. I don't know where this culture of queuing for overnight.
It gives a real weird vibe to the whole thing. It gives a real weird attitude around the people because people have been sat there since whatever stupid o'clock time. They're even more ferocious about it.
Yeah, they're not very Swifty. They're not very trade the friendship bracelets.
No, and there were like young girls in front of us being almost encouraged by their mums around them to be like vicious and weird about it. Like, if I move that, sorry for the continuity. Yes, they were almost encouraged by their mums to be like the girl that said, the young girl that was like, if anyone gets near me or in front of me,
I'll elbow them. Yeah,
gouge their eyes out.
No, yeah, you're right. And then the mum said to the daughter, she was like, if anyone gets near you, we'll just elbows out everyone. And I'm like,
nuts. It was nuts. I can't be bothered. Like, I don't know where maybe it's always been that way, but I just feel like every gig I've gone to, if you make your way to the front, you make your way to the front, lucky you. But there it was like almost ridiculous. I know that we're moaning about the fact that people could get in front of us, but that's only because if you're paying for a VIP package, you expect at least a barrier between
there should
VIP
have been,
and
they
general.
literally just needed to put a barrier there. Yeah. And also it wasn't just that, it was like, because people were coming in, they were like moving forward as soon as the show starts, which is normal, but we didn't need to. There was so much space behind us and there was no room to dance. Like, I want to dance it out when I'm at Taylor Swift. I want to have a great time and feel like I had room. I had to literally stand like this, like a bodyguard, like with my hands in front of me because I couldn't move.
I just want to dance and have a good time. And it was nice. It was great to see Taylor so up close, but we saw that Reputation and were still able to dance.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it's because more and more people like her, but I felt like it was still a sold out show at Wembley,
really popular
for Reputation. So I don't see what the different, maybe the setup was.
But
better.
I've only seen this camping thing come up in like the last couple of years. Yeah, it's like,
I don't feel like there was that, or at least if there was, not many people were doing it. For
just
Reputation.
don't camp. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You'll get there. You'll have a better time if you haven't been up all night because you're sleeping outside.
Yeah.
Get a good night. Get a good night's kip.
Good night's sleep. Have a bit of fun. Get some drinks before you go if you're old enough, like we did. We just had a few drinks and then we turned up. But yeah, it wasn't that enjoyable. And we all ended up moving to the back anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty soon on, we just moved to the back and danced it out and had a good time. It was lovely.
It was much better when we moved.
It was
To
so
be
much
fair,
better.
don't tell Charlotte.
Don't tell Charlotte because she kept telling us to move, and we're like, no, we want to be close to Taylor Swift just for a little while.
Yeah, just give us like an hour
Yeah.
with Taylor.
Yeah.
We made it through like an hour.
Mm.
I think we had to move during Marjorie because we just couldn't stand anymore. Don't judge us. We love
Yeah.
Marjorie too. It was a beautiful moment.
But I was also not wearing. Again, I wore the wrong shoes as well.
I wore trainers, but it still hurt because
Yeah.
guess what? We were standing up for too long.
Way
Like
too long.
because the early entry was at 2 p.m. So you
Yeah.
get in, well, you start queuing at 2 p.m. Then you get in and you can sit and everything. But by the time
Yeah.
Paramore comes on, it's what?
It was. I think it was 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, because it was early because it was Sunday show.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Taylor Swift comes on at 7 or whatever.
Mm.
And then you're standing till 10:30.
Yeah.
So from like 4 o'clock till 10:30, you're basically standing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we moved to the back. We had an absolutely wonderful time. We got
It
the
was so
best
much
surprise
better.
songs, by the way, were Edinburgh Night too. So yes, we did have the bottle of Getaway Car, and we did have
Crazier.
Crazier.
With what? What was it again?
It wasn't it with all of the girls you loved before.
Oh, it was so.
It was
good.
so good. We were so lucky.
When she
Excuse me.
when she played Crazier, I lost my mind.
We absolutely lost it, and the Bolter, to be honest, and then Getaway Car. We were so lucky.
So lucky. It was so good.
And then let me tell you something.
Go on.
We then went to Wembley night 3,
Sorry.
and once again we had the best songs.
Yeah. We had the best show.
We had the best show. No one can even deny it. No one can deny it.
We had Travis.
We
on
had
stage.
Travis on stage. We had Gracie Abrams.
Wait.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, we'll have to put this in. You'll have to mix.
All right,
this in.
I'll allow it.
You have to mix this in onto the sound because, guys, you're in for a treat.
I don't think you need to turn your sound down. We'll give you a warning.
Yeah, you'll need to turn your sound down. You're in for a treat because it's a voice note which you'll listen to shortly, but I'll describe it now because I have to. Where Kirsty's sending it to our fam chat.
We were
with,
giving them updates because the girls were there.
Yeah, so we took my daughter and my sister's daughter with us, and they absolutely fucking loved it as well. But when Travis came on stage, Kirsty sends a voice note to our group chat going, "It's Travis! Oh, it's Travis!"
I was like, Travis is on the stage. We'll show it now. Turn your volume down. It's going to be very loud just for this clip.
Yeah, showing it right now.
Oh my fucking God, Travis is on the stage. Travis is on the stage.
Okay, so
There you have it. That was it.
I hope you had a good giggle
Yeah.
because she was so excited. Almost, it reminded me of when we went to see Reputation, and as soon as she came on stage, Taylor Swift.
It's just incomprehensible. And that was Shannon, by the way, not me
Yeah,
again.
it was me.
But we'll put that clip here too.
Turn your volume down. Lifelong Taylor Swift fans, and that's how excited you get.
That's how excited you get.
Yeah.
But Wembley was really good as well because we had the girls there so we could watch their reactions.
Yeah. And we were seated.
And it was so cute. And we were seated, and we were at the side of the stage, but it was still such a good view. There really is no bad seat at Taylor Swift
There is no
concert.
bad seat. And I actually preferred the night at Wembley.
Yeah, me
just
too.
for the seat. Everything was so much better.
Yeah. And Gracie Abrams came on. That was really good. Loved that. It's a shame because the song had only been out 2 days and I didn't know all the words. So that was really upsetting, but I still loved it.
Up.
And then, we did get the lyrics up. We didn't even care. We have to sing along.
Yeah.
We can't be there not knowing a fucking Taylor Swift song. That's embarrassing for us. And then, wow, a 1989 full mashup.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Clean. One of our faves.
Honestly. And You know how like there's certain songs that you'll listen to and you'll just imagine you're in a music video while you're just doing stuff. And not that long ago, I was walking around in the rain with the dog, just listening to Clean on repeat while I was walking around in the rain.
Rain came
'Cause it was
pouring down.
perfect, yeah.
Mixed with Out of the Woods.
Ugh.
And Is It Over Now? Like, how lucky are we?
I love all of those songs. I love all of those songs.
I love all of those
was
songs.
really
And I'm
good.
sure one other thing happened at that show.
We saw Paul McCartney.
Oh, yeah.
Walking
Paul
around.
McCartney was just pottering about. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. We didn't get the hat, neither did the girls.
We were really upset and we really prepped the girls for the hat.
They really...
Daisy literally thought she was going to get a hat.
Yeah, they
She
both...
was like, I'm going... she was like, when do I get the hat? And I was like, just so you know, like, you might not get the hat. And
Someone
then
else might get the hat.
when it was like the song before, I was like, I'm afraid you're not going to get the hat. And then it came to the bit with the girl with the hat and she was like...
They looked raging.
She was-
Also, the girls were dancing and they looked really cool.
Yeah.
And I just don't ever remember looking that cool when I was that age.
They really had... Daisy had some moves
She
for the
had-
man.
She had all the moves for the man.
Yeah.
She had been practicing in her mirror every day, surely.
Yeah.
Because she looked like she came prepared.
She knew every part of that song.
Yeah.
Like, the girls were really good with the lyrics. I was
I
surprised.
was shocked.
I was like, wow, we've done it.
We've done it.
We've done
Our
it.
dream.
We've got Mum. We've got Charlotte. We've got Daisy. We've got Eliza. Violet's a big Swiftie. That's
Yeah.
our other niece. Jenny.
Jenny. Swiftified her.
She's done.
Swiftified her all the
Emily.
way. Emily's a big Swiftie.
Yeah.
It's just spreading the good word of the good Lord. Don't run from the Lord.
Oh, yeah. The other thing that happened at the Eras Tour in Edinburgh.
The fight.
The fight.
Oh, we're
When
gonna
we
call it
say
the fight.
fight, we're exaggerating.
It's Swiftified.
Arguments.
Yeah, arguments. So the first one happened. I was just sitting down, obviously, because the show hadn't started yet. We have to sit down for hours and hours. Not complaining. Minding my own damn business, and I notice out the corner of my eye a few girls walking towards the front, and I thought, well, this is out of line. This is VIP.
I'm fuming.
I'm fuming because
I wasn't there. I was in
why
the
have
toilet.
I paid 400 quid for these general admission peasants to walk in front of me?
Get back. Did
Yeah.
you pay for this?
Get back. I had no choice but to pay this money for this ticket. That was all that was left.
Yeah, that was all that was left, by the
Like,
way. Don't
we're
even
not
judge
flush.
us. We didn't want to pay £400 for a
Yeah.
ticket. We had to, otherwise it was
We
nothing.
had to. We have been waiting since the Lover Tour was cancelled. We were
Yeah.
primed, ready to go to France.
We were going to have Swifties on tour.
We were Swifties on tour. We'd planned to go to the Nîmes concert.
Nîmes, France.
Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm really sorry. Nîmes or Nîmes?
I think it's Nîmes.
We were planning to go twins.
Twins.
We were planning to go to Nîmes in France, to go to the French fucking Colosseum and watch Taylor Swift do Loverfest. We were beyond excited. We were gonna wear big hats. We were gonna fucking stay in a villa. We were gonna have a beautiful time. When I say villa, that sounds fancy. It was not.
Yeah, it
a
was not
fancy
gonna be a
villa.
villa,
It was
but
an Airbnb.
It
like-
was, yeah.
and then everything got cancelled. Anyway, so we've been waiting basically since Reputation to see her again, and I don't want to hear. I never got to see it. Blah. I don't care.
I don't care. Well, you weren't as big a Swiftie as me then.
You're not me. And
Sorry, our boyfriend's got us the tickets for Reputation.
Yeah.
Get a boyfriend.
Unlucky.
Get yourself a husband.
Get yourself a fiance. Anyway, so we were willing to pay up to that amount of
Yeah.
money. We work hard, okay? If I'm paying that much money, I expect a fucking barrier, okay? Taylor, for next time, put a barrier. It's just not fair. Don't
It
make
was
me pay that
literally
much
the
money
easiest thing
for-
to do. Just barrier.
And then I
Much
think-
like you did with the queue outside.
Yeah.
You could have done that inside. Just
Mhm.
saying.
Just saying. And I feel like there wouldn't have been so much craziness.
Everyone
mean,
would have been happier.
To be honest, I didn't care if people went in front of me.
Yeah,
Like, I
I'm
wasn't
over
going to
it.
put up a fuss or say anything.
The point was,
The point was, anyway.
Anyway, I don't know how we got off on such a tangent.
From that
I
story.
can't even remember why.
Anyway, back to the main point of the story. Okay. Anyway. And the point of the story was these fucking bitches from General who actually, hold on, that's a plot twist.
Yeah.
These bitches from
Save
General
that.
pushed in front, and this group next to us, they were not gonna fucking let that lie. She was fucking furious, the girl next to us, and she turns around to the girl and goes, "You're not supposed to be here. You've just pushed in front of everyone." And this is what infuriated me. I couldn't help myself because there's nothing that pisses me off more than someone putting a fucking face. And this bitch just looked at this girl who said something to her and just went, like that. Don't fucking do that. Who the fuck do you think you are, you fucking bitch? So this got that girl's back up and she starts having a go at her. Mum comes back with you lot after going to the toilet, and I just mentioned to Mum, I went, oh, by the way, listen to this. And I start telling her that some girls pushed in front. And I went, and that girl, and I was about to say, and that girl's having a go at them. And Mum just turns around and goes, did you just push in front? To the girl that was having a go at the other girls. And so the girl's like, no, they pushed in front. So then this girl's starting to get even more pissed off because these girls are like, sorry, do you work here? Do you work here? Do you work here though? And just keep saying stuff like that, which was obviously going to piss her off. So she fucking storms to the barricade, which, as you pointed out, just shows how easy it is to just storm straight to the barricade.
Yeah, we should have just gone to the barricade like that. We
could
could have just been like, ugh.
Yeah, and then she's trying to get security, and I don't know what she thought security were going to do. Are they going to jump over the barrier and escort these people back to where they're supposed to be? No, just, it's not going to happen. So she's telling security, she's like, they're there, and all her group are going, they're here! And they're like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, they're not going to do anything. So she comes back, she's like, told on you, basically. Yeah. And they're like, do you work here though? Do you work here? I'll fucking do that face again, bitch, because you're actually pissing me off.
You've forgotten a big part of the story.
Oh, yeah. And then she's like, look at your wristbands. You're supposed to be at back standing. You're not even supposed to be in front left standing.
Furthermore, there was a bigger part to this story, which you seem to always forget.
What?
Is when she turned round to the crowd.
Oh my God, I always forget about this.
She turned round to the crowd and she was like, who's happy with this girl being here if she's not paid for these tickets? We all paid lots of money to be in front left standing. She hasn't paid, blah, blah, blah.
Trying to start a
and there were like 20 people probably standing there just silently because they didn't want to get involved.
Yeah.
And then some people were kind of like, I'm not happy, but they weren't going to do anything. And then the girl that wasn't supposed to be there got called over by security, and security were just chatting to them, but everyone was like, yay, like clapping this girl. This girl was like, I'm a fucking hero. And then she just went back to her friends and she just stayed there anyway, so it didn't actually matter. But it was the vote that was just like the best part. She's like, let's all vote, and no one did anything. They were just like
It kind of reminded me of when we were coming out of Wembley after seeing Harry Styles, and you
don't even mention it. You don't be a bitch.
And you were standing over the thing where all the people are walking to the tunnel, and you said, what were you saying? Watermelon sugar high, and like 4 people.
No, I said tastes like strawberries.
Yeah, and then like 4 people were like on a summer evening.
Yeah, that was enough. And then I should have left it there.
And then you sang another bit, and then it was crickets.
It was really embarrassing.
And I've never seen that coming out of Wembley.
I think that's really rude.
It is really rude. They're like, who do you think you are?
They're like, that's enough. And I was like, I just wanted to start something here, guys. But okay.
I just wanted to start something.
Saw it on TikTok. Thought we could do it too.
Well, I could recreate a special moment. No, you can't.
What can I say?
Yeah. And then there was the other girl. So this is the thing, like, this is what we mean. The seating was so much nicer because everyone's got an assigned spot. There's no arguing.
Yeah.
There's no, like, territorial thing going on. So then another girl's walking towards the front, and she's the most dramatic person I've I've ever met. And I thought, wow, this is another breed of fan I've ever seen. And she's crying, going, my friends are at the front. My friends are at the front, so I need to get to the front. Obviously, her friends went at the front because when you've been sitting there for 3 hours, you know everyone who's at the front, right? Like, you've seen everyone.
We've seen everyone around us.
Yeah. So all these people are like, no, you're not going through. You can't go
through. Around.
Call your friends or something. Like, they're basically told it to get fucked. No one gives a shit. Like, go away. No one was going to let her through. No one gave a fuck. Like, her friends could well have been there, but they weren't going to let her.
Absolutely not.
So she's like, she's crying or trying to cry. No tears were seen. Saying, my friends, I need to see my friends. And then that guy, there was a guy, right, who was part of the group of people that were having a go at those girls for cutting in. He was like, show me a picture of your friends, because he was tall as fuck. So show me a picture of your friends and I'll see if I can see them. And she was like, no, they're at the front. Let me go through. And
everyone was like, no.
No way. You can't pass. You shall not pass. There's no way. And then she said, I'm going to scream if you don't let me get to the front.
She was really dramatic.
It was really dramatic and over the top. And it just, it's like, bitch, shut up. Like,
yeah. And it was like right as Paramore were about to come on. So she'd obviously like bided her time. And then she was like, you know what, this perfect opportunity.
Mm-hmm. I know. And do you know what else pisses me off? Because we had this at our gig. Are the screamers and the shouters of the song lyrics. And I've seen people on TikTok go, I've paid just as much as everyone else to be there, so I'll shout as loud as I want.
Why?
Or scream
so you
as loud
can
as I
ruin
want.
everyone else's experience, so
There's
you
so
can lose
much-
your voice within 5 minutes.
Exactly. And everyone else has paid as well, like, to be there. So why are you trying to ruin the experience for everyone else? Because you're so selfish and entitled and just self-centered enough to think that you're the only person that matters in that situation. Because we had, funnily enough, the guy...
The tall guy.
We were just talking about, the tall guy, was a screamer, and he was screaming in your ear.
He literally, my ear popped as soon as Taylor Swift came on. And the worst part about it is he only did it
when she was close.
Which was like, do you think she's gonna fucking jump off the stage and give you a cuddle, mate? Like, she's not gonna hear you, and if she does hear you, she's gonna be like, what a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like, why are you screaming like that? You won't be able to hear Taylor Swift. I can't fucking hear Taylor Swift.
No. She's not going to invite you out for a drink afterwards. Like,
You're not getting the 22 hat.
You're a face among 70,000.
Yeah.
Get over
yourself. We have to accept that.
Yeah.
Also, when the guitarist started throwing the guitar picks out, and he got, like, she got one, I think.
Yeah.
The girl that was like...
Having a go at everyone.
And then the tall guy, and the woman in front of me that was a bit older, that was with her kids, that was a knobhead.
Yeah.
And was also dancing, throwing her head back right in front of
God.
me. I had to keep like...
Have some spatial awareness, people.
Yeah, come on. I can't move.
People are almost headbutting each other. For
they jumped down for it.
Picks.
It landed literally right in front of me. Do you remember? Yeah. And I was just like, I'm not even going for that. I'm scared of these people.
I'd be scared of getting a broken nose.
Yeah.
Or anything else. Someone hitting whacking my chin. Just all the heads that went down. It's just not for me. Everyone...
It was a scramble.
There's
no
need
yourself.
for it. I need to grow up.
Grow up.
We're all there to have a good time. We're all there because we like Taylor Swift. Can everyone just chill the fuck out? That's what I thought about.
And it's the people that are like,
why are you waiting? She's
not going to wave at you.
She's busy. She's working.
Got a thing. And when she waves at people,
Yeah.
it's usually the same spot that she waves at every time.
Yeah.
So she's got choreography.
Yeah.
It's
she's
okay.
Got focus. That's what she does.
Shit to do.
Yeah, like, if you want to go and see an interactive gig, go and watch Harry Styles.
Yeah.
But you should know by now that that's not what Taylor Swift's about. She's got her set things. She's going to say her set things. It doesn't change that much from gig to gig.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. That's what she's comfortable with, obviously.
She's got a 3.5 hour show.
Yeah.
She's giving you a lot.
She's got a lot to pack in.
Yeah.
Right? She's dancing, singing.
Sometimes she has a broken heart and she does it.
Yeah. Sometimes
she can.
She's diving into the stage. She's got a lot going on. Just shut the fuck up.
Just fucking stop screaming in my ear.
There's a difference between singing loud and screaming.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
as
Sing
as
loud,
you
yeah.
want. Yeah, but if you're screaming in my ear, that's a different story. And
the guy behind us that was screaming kept coughing because he couldn't sustain it.
No.
It was stupid.
He can't even sustain
He can't even sustain the scream. You're embarrassing.
Embarrassing, pathetic. Get some stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wembley was 10 times better.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I mean, it was still the time of our lives.
Yeah. It was an amazing show. The show was amazing. Taylor Swift was amazing. Once we got out of the sardines, it was incredible. And maybe it's just because, again, like I say, we're 10 years past our prime.
Yeah.
So in summary, absolutely incredible. The Tortured Poets department set was incredible. She really went all out for the choreography, the staging, the videos.
Can I just say something?
What?
I don't think we've talked about the Tortured Poets department.
We haven't.
And that's something I want to say is that's my new favourite album. I literally haven't stopped listening to it.
Yeah.
It's August and I haven't listened to anything else really. Obviously I listen to other music, but I always go back to the Tortured Poets. Every single song on it.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Top 5?
It's hard to pick, but I'm going to say The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. I'm just trying to think of ones that I've listened to loads and loads recently. I love The Black Dog. I'm Gonna Get You Back. Those are probably my top 2. The Bolter. I'm gonna say Who's Afraid of Little Old Me.
Yeah, that's a classic. But I like the I really like the vibes of I Can Fix Him. No, really, I Can.
I love that
Fresh
song.
Out the Slammer. Those two. I don't know, they just give me like smoky country vibes. Like I can just imagine the music video. She's like in a cowboy hat smoking a cigar. Dra. You know, that's what I imagine. Like
I think the whole album is
sort of
like full of imagery. Like I can imagine a music video for every single song.
Literally every single song. I've got a music video in my head and I love it. So yeah, those two I really like. You know, I like Cassandra, Prophecy, Bolter.
Wow.
But they're all really, really good. Like the stand out album.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
knew when she was bringing out an album that I'd love it, but I just like I'm always like I can't comprehend in my head that I'm about to have that many like new songs that I love.
The shock.
That absolute shock that it was a Matty Healy album was like, and you all might dispute this, but I mean really it's undisputable. But if you want to dispute it, that's also fine. Like I don't care.
Have their opinions.
Yeah.
Subjective. Blah blah blah.
All subjective, but it's obviously about Matty Healy. Most of it. Obviously there are Joe songs, there are Travis songs, whatever. But the majority of it is Matty Healy vibes. It's even the 1975, like, it's obviously the music in Tortured Poets is very 1975. A lot of the songs, so
yeah.
It's it was a shock. We were I really thought it was going to be a Joe album.
But the songs that she has on about Joe, because I just forgot.
Which I was about to say.
So Long London and How Did It End? Like, break my heart listening to them.
So Long London's like double bridge. Like there are 2 bridges in that song, and they're my favourite bridges, maybe of the whole album. But also How Did It End? That bridge.
How Did It End? Just the bits where she goes, How Did It End? Which sound sad while she's singing it. Like it sounds like her voice is breaking while she's singing it.
The death rattle breathing. Oh, heartbreaking. Side note, I saw a thing the other day about the prophecy, and someone said that she's singing about she howls like a wolf at the moon, and then she does howling.
What, in the song?
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
I'm not gonna do it, but just think about.
Yeah.
It's she's so fucking clever.
Yeah.
Travis. It's Travis! Travis is on the stage!
This is not control. Travis is on the stage! Travis is on the stage!
Oh,
I loved it.
And that concludes our Taylor Swift chat, I reckon.
Yeah.
If you made it through all of that,
Well done.
you must be a Swiftie.
Yeah.
Love ya. On the drive back, Shannon goes to me, can we please one day get carrier pigeons?
No, because we saw a pigeon in the road. This is what happened. There was a pigeon in the road, and you stopped and you were calling them stupid. And then I thought, well, that's not exactly fair because we used to use them to carry messages and things. And then I thought, how fun would it be just to have, like, from your house and my house, we just both have a little carrier pigeon each and send each other little notes via pigeon.
Can I sleep over tonight?
Yeah. I thought that would be fun. It'll be a fun, cute little thing. Pigeons are cute. Then I've been thinking, how do they know where to go? So, like, do you think you'd just have loads of them?
You just give them the address.
Yeah, that's the thing. Pigeons can't read. As far as I'm aware, because why on earth would we have gotten rid of them?
Yeah,
They
absolutely
can't
right.
read. So I imagine they would. Did they train? Like, I can't bother to look this up. Someone tell me. Do they train them to go to a specific place, and that pigeon is like, that's where I'm going? Like the ravens.
That's the only place it can go.
Like when they send a raven in Game of Thrones, because I've been watching Game of Thrones recently, so this is why I've been thinking about this. When they send a raven in Game of Thrones, and they're like, oh, I'll just send a raven to King's Landing, or I'll send a raven to the Vale. Do they have like specific designated
Imagine being the
areas?
poor raven that has to go the furthest. You'd be like, fuck off.
Yeah, like that's...
Why does he only have to go there and I
Yeah.
have to go all the way to the fucking wall? It's shit up there. It's cold. And everyone's fucking miserable.
Yeah. And then there's one that's like, well, I only have to go to fucking Dragonstone.
I'm going to King's Landing.
Wow, it's nice and warm there. And there's always food on the streets.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
You're
a nice
absolutely
city.
right. How do they know where to go? And if they are trained that way, who's the one that trains them? Like, do they have to take the pigeon?
Yeah, like do they fly it on a string? Like, this is the way
This
you
is
go.
the way.
And like, here's a little treat because you're there. Like,
And how many times do they have to do that for the pigeon to be trained?
how many times
Or
would we
raven.
have to do the pigeon/raven to each of our houses for them to know
Yeah.
when we tie a little note on their thing and send it off?
Yeah, if anyone knows,
Well, when we get the pigeons, I'll Google it anyway.
we'll look into it.
Mm.
Do you remember when that
When we
racer
had a
pigeon landed in Mum and Dad's garden and you were like, we're keeping this?
It was the happiest time of my life. Like, I don't know. I have never been so happy to have this little... It just appeared one day, as they do. I didn't know that this was a common thing where they get a bit tired, so they stop somewhere for a while. It was there for about a week. I felt like Tony Soprano. Tony Soprano in the first episode of The Sopranos, where he gets the little baby ducks and he watches them and he's like really enjoying it every day, just interacting with these baby ducks, feeding them, just observing. Like, I'd go out and I'd just sit there chatting to the little pigeon, and then one day they're just ready to go, and he just... I didn't mean for my voice to break. I'm not crying.
She's crying.
I'm not crying.
You can't tell, but she's crying.
And he just flew away. He was ready to go home. I was really upset about it. And also, I forgot about this because they have a number on their leg. They put the tags on the pigeons. It had a number, and I called the number. And I was like, I've got your pigeon.
I've got your pigeon. I'll take £12,000.
I didn't sound so threatening when I said it. I was like, I've got your pigeon. Like, what do I do? And he laughed at me. He was like, nothing. And I was like, well, how are you going to get him home?
Why
Like,
have
this
the
is
number then?
Yeah, why have the number if I'm not supposed to call you when I find your fucking pigeon? Like,
Yeah.
fuck you. Don't make me feel stupid. I don't have a pigeon. I don't have a pigeon, so how the fuck would I know?
I have a pigeon now.
I didn't even realise until Fair Pigeon came to the garden that people still kept pigeons.
Yeah.
It was new to me. I delved into a whole new world of pigeonry. There's many different prize pigeons that you can get.
FYI.
As a pet, yeah, like you can get loads of really beautiful looking pigeons as your cute little carrier pigeons. Anyway, and he laughed at me and yeah, basically just fobbed me off and told me to fuck off. And I can see why, because after a week, he was fed and watered and fucked off. So ever since, I really enjoyed pigeons.
Yeah.
I'm like the pigeon lady.
Or like crows. You love a good crow.
I do love a good crow. Because ever since I learned that if you feed them, they recognise you. They recognise your face, and they'll become your friend, and they start bringing you little presents. Like eventually
That's
they
so
can start
nice.
bringing you coins, and they'll protect you.
Yeah.
And I thought, how fun would it be if like I was just walking around with a murder of crows following me.
Crow.
And I could just go up and go, damn crow. Yeah, and that would just be really fun.
Yeah, that would
Just
be
having a
fun.
load of crows. I bought mixed seeds and I checked that they were suitable for crows. And I thought, brilliant. Next time I leave the house, I'm going to bring this packet of seeds with me. So if I see a crow, I can start feeding and start my crow murder army.
Have you seen that guy that has a crow that just he drives along and he just
Yeah.
like will stick a thing out the car and the crow will just
That's
fly
what
and
I
eat
want.
him?
I want a loyal crow. And Alex ate my crow seed. So I was upset about that.
Yeah, that is really sad. I'm sorry for you.
Because it's going to be a while before I remember to do that again.
Yeah. No more crows. You're just going to have a murder of crows outside your door.
How intimidating
cat will
would
eat
that
your
be to
crows.
the neighbours? Like, they leave their house and they just say, ah! That's
that
not
would
a crow
be really
noise.
scary.
Like a scary... Because
Yeah,
a proper
yeah.
crow call is every horror movie ever. So they'd be like,
Yeah,
ominous.
that is
A
really
witch
scary.
lives there.
And you could be like Moira. Did you watch the ad I sent? The trailer, sorry, for The Last of Us season 2.
No?
Yeah.
Is
season 2.
Moira in season 2? Ah, it's who?
I don't know, man. I
That's-
haven't played the game.
That's exciting.
But
I haven't
she's
played the
in it.
second. I haven't played the second game. But then, confession, I haven't finished the first game.
Confession moment. She hasn't finished. Don't judge
I
her.
haven't finished the first game.
I haven't played it at all.
I have to keep turning it off because it's really scary to me. And I panic. I panic a lot of those. Those zombies are fucking terrifying. Like, everyone can get fucked. Fungus zombies?
They actually make me cringe every time I
They're
see them.
so gross.
I
and
would
scary.
take the Walking Dead zombies over the Last of Us zombies
The
any day.
clicking, yeah.
The clicking and the look of them, they're really
Mhm.
fast.
Talk about the Walking Dead zombies. And the fact that I'm rewatching Game of Thrones and we finished rewatching The Walking Dead recently. I had a thought. And that was, they needed the Dothraki army, they needed the Unsullied, they needed all of the North, the Wildlings, and dragons to defeat the White Walkers. But Rick just needed his little crew.
His little crew. Well, he had
His-
Daryl.
He had Daryl,
He had
Michonne,
Michonne. He had Carol.
Carl,
He had Carl.
Carol and Carl.
He had some pretty badass
Yeah.
characters, but Jon Snow, you can't do it. Your dragons.
Your dragons can't do it. Like, all
Imagine
you
if Rick
needed-
had a dragon, he wouldn't have to leave the house.
Yeah, I mean, all you need is Rick and his crew, and you could have defeated those White Walkers. Pathetic. As I was watching, I thought Rick could handle this. He'd be like, "We need to survive. We work together."
That was really good. That was spot on.
That's what he'd say.
Yeah.
While he was like
100%.
down with his gun. He always looked down with his gun pointing down.
really impressed by that impression.
You're my number one fan. We haven't read anything recently,
We
let's be
have.
honest.
Since the last podcast, we've definitely read stuff.
So we haven't read a book per se, we've read a Hermione fan fiction.
Yeah.
Literally that's it. I don't know what happened, we just fell out of reading for a while.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll come back for you.
we'll come back. But yeah, so we were easing ourselves back into it with Absolute Trash, which is a Hermione fan fiction. Love. I can't remember what this one was about.
It was the Triwizard Cup.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually quite enjoyed it. So
It was selling you again.
it was Senlin Yu who wrote Manacled, which is being adapted as its own standalone book. So it's
'Cause it
being
was
taken
so
away.
Good.
It's so good. So it's being taken away from the Harry Potter universe, obviously, because plagiarism, and she's turning it into its own standalone book. And Manacled was fantastic.
Top tier.
One of the best things I've ever read. But the fact that it's been turned into its standalone book, so I can read it again as if it's a
new
brand
book.
I'm so
Like,
excited.
is she going to have to world build now? Because she didn't have
She
to
will,
world
yeah.
build.
She probably will. So
Yeah.
maybe it'll be like 2 books.
Wow, I'm so excited.
It'll be so exciting. If
I
it,
hope
like,
she does like a prequel part.
Yeah, if it started from like being a witchy school.
Witchy school, not Hogwarts.
Not
witchy
Hogwarts,
school.
witchy school. I'm going off on like 50 tangents here. It's all I want. Because I feel like that has been missing in my life since Sabrina the Teenage Witch got cancelled again. Not again, because they obviously concluded the original.
Can someone
Sabrina
out
the
there
Teenage Witch.
just listen to us? I want to say like the same sort of vibe as Legacy's like school.
Yeah. Like boarding school.
Boarding school for like magical beings.
Yeah.
But not the same storyline because whatever.
Let's be honest. Legacies, we watched it because we watched Vampire Diaries and the originals and we enjoyed it.
We enjoyed Legacies, don't get me wrong.
It's not the same.
It's not
writing or like I don't know if they had I think they did have the same creators for Legacies, but let's be honest, it wasn't to the same level of good as those two TV shows.
And I just want exactly that, but first of all with like a slow burn enemies to lovers.
Yeah. And let's and make it a university for
absolutely, not high school.
Yeah.
Let's grow up.
I don't want to watch people in high school.
Just get me a 35-year-old.
I love that.
Yeah, Maxwell was brilliant. Don't get me wrong.
Do you know what's funny is that we've gone on such a tangent that we were going to describe the Hermione fanfic that we read by Senlin Yu, and now we're on all we want in a TV show is witches at university. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes. I fully stand by that. We're ready. If anyone's got any recommendations, we've probably watched them.
Yeah.
We've probably watched it.
Yeah, we've probably watched it. We've watched everything, unfortunately. But we did watch recently that we fucking loved.
Oh.
Two things actually where people have powers in it. Extraordinary.
So
which
fucking
is
good. On Disney Plus. It's a bit like a very mild version of The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing that we've been watching is just fucking fantastic.
My favourite thing
that
I've watched for a while.
It's everything we've ever wanted. My Lady Jane. Describe it.
Okay. So it is a fictional but historical drama, enemies to lovers, based on Lady Jane Grey, who was queen for 9 days and then subsequently executed. However, it is not in any way historically accurate, and it centers on this society where if you have a power in which you can turn into an animal, you are like outlawed, you will be killed, that sort of thing. And she finds herself in a situation where she herself could get killed for cavorting with said human to animal people.
Yes. And that's enough, but it's funny. It's great. Rob Brydon, absolute
Phenomenal.
top tier performance as always.
Actually killed me, like I was cackling. It has, I don't know what her name is, we'll have to look it up. What was her name? She was also in Hempocalypse.
Oh. Alright, guess this song.
It's My Boy and a Brace of Paper.
Yeah, which by the way is also in my top 5.
So good.
31 songs in my top 5.
Okay, her name's Kate O'Flynn, and she plays Queen Mary in the TV show, and she's just on point. And she was so good in Hempocalypse, which is another, you need to watch it.
Hilarious show.
Look it up. I can't bother to describe it, but it's hilarious. And she plays a character in that is obsessed with Danny Dyer.
It's so good.
And all she talks about is Danny Dyer, to be honest, but it kills me. Every time she's on screen, I was cackling.
Hello, like, you slag.
Alright, you slag. Is that you, Danny Dyer?
So good. Watch it.
Watch it. So I think it's time for games.
Twin telepathy. Games.
It's a game. It's a game. It's a game. It's a game.
to count it in as well. You're not going to just say the category and I've got to go boom.
Yeah.
Because I need time to like vibe with you.
Yeah. Okay. Harry Styles song. Adore You.
Oh, Shannon.
Sorry. I did exactly what you said not to do.
All right.
Okay.
Walking Dead character. 3,
Michonne.
2. I was gonna say Michonne.
I did it again.
Okay.
One of our cousins. 3, 2, 1.
Caitlin. Oh, sorry, Sean. Sorry, Caitlin.
Which Caitlin?
I was thinking of English Caitlin, not Scottish Caitlin.
Right.
But shout out to you, Scottish Caitlin. Shout out to you, English Caitlin. Shout out to you, Scottish Sean.
Scottish Sean.
Scottish Sean. And just for good measure, you too, Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Michael. I know you're listening.
Okay.
One of our old pets' names. 3, 2, 1. Henrietta. Oh,
Who's Henrietta?
one of the cats from where we used to live.
No one cared about
When we were
Henrietta.
little. I did. It was my cat. Sorry, Fluffy 1, 2, 3, 4, fucking 5 that you had.
I wasn't
Honestly.
creative. I clearly didn't care enough to give them unique names. You're Fluffy.
Come on with me and the hamster, Jiggity Tig. And you've got Fluffy.
Jiggity Tig was the stupidest name that anyone's ever come up with, ever.
You've never forgotten it. No one ever forgets it.
Jiggity
What's your
Tig.
hamster's name? Jiggity Tig.
The next one, sports. Okay, I've got one, but I'm just going to discard it immediately.
Oh, right, okay,
I
I'm
don't
going to
know why it
remove
pops
it then
into
as
my
well.
head. Wait. What were you going to say?
I was going to say what you were going to say, but I've
baseball.
removed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say baseball as well.
No, you
No
weren't.
point saying it because you've removed it.
You weren't going to say it.
I was like, oh,
no.
fuck's sake, I was going to say baseball.
You weren't going to say that.
No, I was going to say football.
Mm.
And I thought boring.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
boring. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Volleyball.
Rugby. I was actually going to say golf. I don't know where rugby came from. So.
Cities.
3,
2,
2, 1. New
Paris.
York.
Colours.
3, 2, 1.
Blue.
Green. I'm Celtic. You're Rangers.
You're literally wearing
You're
blue.
li-
The room's blue. I just thought subconsciously.
Well, we
you'd think
always
blue.
go for green.
I know.
Go for green. Go for
Whatever.
green.
Go for green. Brands.
3, 2, 1.
Apple.
Supreme.
Fuck off. Fuck off. I can't bothered.
There's Supreme everywhere in this room. We're going to have to cut out twin telepathy games because we're not twinning right
Yeah.
now.
So, guys, we're getting rid of twin telepathy games.
Not happening.
It's just not happening. Clearly, we just don't have it. We're in sync when we're together, but we're not in sync when we're put under pressure.
It's forced and we
It is
can't do it
forced.
like
We
that.
can't. It just happens
Yeah.
naturally. What would you do if... So I'm going to set this in the Game of Thrones universe just because that's what I've been watching recently. So you have gone to see The Faceless Men. You're Arya,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not actually Arya. But I'll just use her story as an example. You've gone to see The Faceless Men as that fucking smug bitch. Just like that bitch from fucking Taekwondo. That's who she reminds me of. That's why she probably pisses me off. Who's such a teacher's pet. Just like, I know everything. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for that.
Fuck her.
Yeah. And she's just doing everything she can to hinder your progress at becoming a faceless man. She wants all the attention, so she's just pissed off that he's now teaching two of you how to be a faceless person. What do you do? She's coming into your room now.
Whoa, hang on. Is she trying to kill me? That wasn't revealed.
Well, she's coming in. It's dark.
Okay, well,
I'm
she thinks
Arya.
you're
Sleeping.
so I'll reach
No,
for...
you're not actually Arya, though. You're you. You're Kirsty.
So I've got no training.
Kirstiana.
Castaria.
Kistaria. That's a good one.
Um,
Kistaria.
I
You've only had a bit of training.
pull out my knife from under my mattress and I say, back up, bitch. You better
She's
not
got her
come
long
in
fucking
here.
stick like Morgan.
That's all right.
Whack! Knife gone.
No,
Oh, you dropped it to the other hand.
Yeah,
You pulled the
that's
eye.
the Castaria move.
Yeah.
And then I just whack the stick
With
because I've
what?
caught it. I've caught the stick
Oh.
with my hand.
Right, good
And I
reflexes.
pull it, and then as I pull it, With my other
Oh,
hand,
you're pulling her
I
onto
pull
the
it
knife.
onto the knife.
That's
Honestly, I just came up with that on the spot and I'm
What a
really
genius.
impressed with myself. Which means that if that actually happened in real life, I would have come up with that on the
But do you
spot.
know what, Kirsty? You really showed today when you saved us from that arsehole in that white car that you're cool, calm, and collected under pressure. So if anyone's going to kill that smug bitch in
It's
Game
me.
of Thrones, it's you.
It's me. What would you do?
So she's coming into the room. She thinks I'm asleep. I'm lying there. I can hear her coming in because I've been watching out for this smug bitch because she's been pure pissing me off. She's lucky that I haven't tried to kill her in her sleep because, you know, I just can't put up with that. And so I'm ready, waiting. I hear her tottering about. But she's quite quiet, actually, because she's been there longer than me. So she's better at it than me. But I know she's there because you just sense when someone's loitering about, can't you?
Absolutely.
And then I wait until she gets really close with her stupid stick. And she's like looking over just to check that I'm asleep. Big mistake, buddy. I bring out that dagger that you already mentioned that I have. Right in the eye. Bosh.
Spot on.
Bosh. That's where her eye would be.
Yeah, you hope.
Dead.
Yeah. That's really good, but I feel like mine was a bit better.
Yours was way better. Yeah, so what I'd do actually is I'd wait there. I'd hear her coming in. She's got a stick. I lift up my dagger. She tries to whack me with the stick. I drop it to my other hand. I drop it to her other hand. Grab her stick. I pull her. And I sink the knife into her using her own body's momentum.
That's genius.
Good night, Smuggy.
Good night.
And she's dead.
Wow, I'm impressed.
And she's dead.
Nice.
And that's what I do.
And that's how you bring it back to Taylor Swift.
There you go.
Yeah. Would you rather be in Lost
Okay.
and your boyfriend is Saeed,
Okay.
or would you rather be in The Walking Dead, but your boyfriend is of course Negan, but like he's still a
But
bad
I'm his
boy,
only
but he's
wife.
not as bad. Yeah, you're his only wife.
Okay. Was that the end of the question?
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard one.
It is hard because there's like obviously the obvious choice for me. Sorry, shut up, Kirsty.
You asked me the question.
Yeah,
so
I do this every time.
You gonna let me answer?
I get excited
I'm
because
just
I want to
trying
say my
to-
opinion.
I'm trying to weigh up the options. It's been a while since I watched Lost, so I'm trying to remember all of Saeed's story and everything that went on. I'm really just remembering that he was kind of hot, to be honest, and that I really liked his character. I'm trying. I think, here we go. Obvious choice, Negan. Obvious choice, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan is just a dish. And Negan has his faults, but as does everyone in the TVD universe. None of them are completely innocent.
No.
He questionable choices when it comes to women. Yeah.
Pretty boy privilege.
Pretty boy privilege. But you know, I feel like he'd look after me. I feel like he'd protect me. I definitely would feel safe. Not that I've seen anything else since this finale of The Walking Dead, so I don't know if his wife is still alive or anything like that. But I feel like I'd feel pretty safe. Am I living in the TVD universe?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel pretty safe with Negan by my side. Yeah, I'd feel good about that. Could I say the same about Saeed? Because I'm pretty sure the woman that he was in love with died. Spoiler alert. But I think he'd be very nice to me. I think he'd protect me as well in that situation. He's got all of that combat experience and military experience. Now I'm remembering that he also was a bit of a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
He had a bad past, but he tried his best.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if someone needed tortured, Saeed's
Call
going to do
Saeed
it for
in.
me. And you know what? I probably have, but then I could also call Negan in. They'd both take
They'd get the
my
job done.
grievances seriously.
Yeah.
And they'd get the job done for me. So either way, it's a coin flip. I'm gonna pick Negan. Although, spoiler alert, he did have sex with Alpha, and that scene was just so gross to me. Not because he was having sex with Alpha herself, but because they were having sex with their rotted fucking zombie masks on.
Yeah.
And everything about
No,
it.
Negan didn't have the mask on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought she did though.
Which is
Alpha did.
worse.
Yeah.
Because there's no... I don't know, it's all gross.
Yeah. Just it was really gross. And also, don't really want to follow that. But everyone knows I'm a Negan girl, so don't care what any of you say. I don't care
Yeah.
what your opinion is. I don't.
Go over it.
Go over it.
I would have only been tempted, like, as much as I love Negan. Joseph Morgan, classic. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I just don't fancy the zombie life.
Yeah.
And Lost seemed like,
It's a bit more
even though
chill.
it was hard,
Yeah.
it was more chill, like island life, you
Yeah.
know? Whereas that's like every day.
Every day is a
Zombies. Bad people. Like, just get me on that island. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit crazy. But it doesn't
Is
feel
that
like it's
beep?
everyday life. I'd just be a background character as well. I'm not one
Yeah.
of the main characters.
More likely to get killed off.
I
Those
don't think they'd
background
kill me off
characters
because
who get
they
killed off
need
left
me.
and right.
They need me. I'm an extra. Like, I'm a long-term
But you wouldn't
extra.
really be a background character, though, would you? Because you'll be with Saeed, and Saeed's a front character.
Yeah, which probably means I'm more likely to die. Same with
Yeah.
Negan.
Yeah, same with Negan. Yeah, you've charmed me for sure. The Walking Dead life.
Everyone would
It's
smell.
a slog. It's smelly. The whole world would be smelly because
Yeah.
you've got rotting corpses just wandering around all the time. Like, I'd be gagging constantly. I'd just be gagging and not the right kind.
Get me out of here.
Get me out of here. I'm done. They've got good living facilities in that bunker. You
Yeah.
know, you have a nice shower.
Works for me.
Yeah, the beeping's annoying.
Yeah, but
Tune it out eventually.
it's fine.
Would I remember to put the code in every 106 or 7 or 8 minutes or however fucking long it is? Probably
No.
not.
Oh, well.
Would we all find out what happened when that timer runs out? A lot fucking sooner than they did in the actual TV show.
Yeah, get a grip.
I'd get distracted. First episode back. First episode on camera. Be kind. I just can't be bothered to be trolled. You'll make me cry. So thank you for listening, dear listeners. Really appreciate it. Welcome to our YouTube channel. By the way, hit that like button.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. That little
Make
bell.
sure you hit that bell to get notifications.
Leave us a comment. Not a mean one.
And we'll be back ASAP.
Love you so much.
Love you so much. Oh, visit our Instagram and our TikTok. And hit us up on Spotify as well. It's Karma is My Sister podcast. You'll find us.
You'll find us.
You are my sister, I'm your sister. We both are sisters, but I need assistance. Talking all this shit with big facts of business. 'Cause I'm a 90s kid, bitch. You are my red, you are my blue. You are my Velcro, you are my glue. 'Cause I am you, yeah, yeah, and you are me, yeah, yeah. I'm with a guest on, we are free. We fast through the week, we recap that we read. Yeah, Karma is my sister, Karma is my sister, yeah. Karma is my sister, Karma is my sister, yeah. Sorry.